All right, so this is the Delilah list, debunking every little Israeli lie and Hasbara. First, gotta apologize. It's not every lie. Israel lies too much to get them all, but these are the common ones. All right, so that's what it looks like. Those are the most common ones. You'll see your favorite ones, your greatest hits. 40 beheaded babies defending itself. World's most moral army, etc., etc. But as you see, I've classified them here, but they're not random. They have a bit of an order. See how this is how it goes. They'll try to defend Israel, right? With all those A, B, C through K. You'll find that most of their talking points fall into one category or the other. Well, like I said, it's a process. So first we're going to examine it. First, you claim the Palestinians started it, and then you hide whatever new daily Israeli crime they are responding to. B, then you claim the mass killing bombing tactics are justified once Israel starts to quote unquote defend itself. C, when B fails, you resort to justifying the mass murder. You can see this a little better here. First you claim the Palestinians started it with October 7th. B, then you claim the tactics are justified. So that's when you deploy human shields, tunnels. C, when people start to call you out on killing a bunch of Palestinians and it's not right, you justify the mass murder. So you try to say Gazans cheered, Gazans voted, so they're all guilty. Next, once that doesn't work, you say that even if Israel is unjust, Israel can't stop. So that'll take the form of Israel has no choice to do what it does. The people will deploy to defend itself. What was Israel supposed to do? Was Israel supposed to do nothing? After that, you go to E. By now, Israel is looking bad, so you have to lie about and dehumanize the Palestinians to make Israel look good. That's E. So libel and dehumanize the Palestinians. So you call them terrorists. You say Palestinians will kill you. You lie about them. You tell them all these lies like Palestinians rejected a deal and now they don't have claims. There's no such thing as Palestine. Next, F. That's after you spread all your lies about the Palestinians. F, now flip reality and say Israel is the victim. F. You try to say, Israel is David versus Arab Goliath. Israeli enemies are genocidal. Israel gets treated by unjust standard. So that's once you try to portray Israel as the victim. Next, G. When Israel is looking completely unjustifiable in every way, you invoke the sacred special right of Israel to exist. That's G. So justifying the legitimacy of Israel as a Jewish state. So then that's related to our next one, anti-Semitism, but they'll try to defend it as it's the homeland of Jews. Why are you attacking it? Which just brings us to H. Claims of any anti-Semitism of anyone who criticizes Israel, since Israel can't actually be defended. 8H. So that'll take forms of, why do you focus so much on Israel so much? Why not focus on others? That's what they'll give you if you're a Westerner. If you're a Muslim, they'll say if Israelis are disarmed, they would be massacred. So that's the anti-Semitism they'll hit you with. Next, say Israel is trying to get hostages rather than doing Hannibal Directive on them, but you don't mention Hannibal Directive yourself. Very important. As an Israel defender, you're supposed to act like Hannibal Directive does not even exist. So you definitely do not want to acknowledge it. So 9, hostages taken unprovoked. Israel's trying to get hostages. Now J, when Israel is clearly bad, you do damage control and say it's not that bad. You even claim it's good. Claims on the morality of Israel, you say Israel is not deliberately targeting civilians. You say Israel hasn't done atrocities, just a few bad apples. You say Israel investigates itself, world's most moral army, yada yada. And then K, once it's undeniable, just deny reality when it clearly shows Israel being bad and evil. Like I said, K, last one, attempts to deny the reality of the dead. And that'll take a couple of talking points. Israel lets in food, so there's no famine. The casualty numbers are changing, so it must be fake or not that bad. Palestinians are playing the victim. All these sorts of talking points. Like I said, those are your talking points. Get a good look at them. 45 about. Maybe a little less. Some of these are kind of repeats. And then that's the steps you take. First, you try to justify Israel, then you say, okay, but it has to be done. And then once it's completely undeniable, that Israel is bad. You just deny the reality that this is happening at all. So once again, I kind of glanced through them, but I'll just read them real quick before we fully go into it. Let's see. A, first it'll be October 7th, which is attempts to say the Palestinians are the aggressors. Number one, do you condemn October 7th? Number two, Palestinians started it on October 7th. Number three, 40 beheaded babies on October 7th. 4, babies in ovens on October 7th. 5, mass systematic rape on October 7th. 6, they made videos on October 7th. 7, October 7th was an evil attack on civilians. Number 8, October 7th was so evil that we can't play by the rules. Number 9, someone said they're going to do October 7th over and over again. 10, there was already a ceasefire before October 7th. Okay, let's see. B, okay. Attempts to try and justify Israeli bombing tactics. That's once, people start questioning you on why you're killing so many. You'll say human shield, you deploy the tunnels, you say precision munitions, you say Israel gives warning for their bombings. All right, so then that doesn't work. People are seeing that you're still killing a ton of people. So next, you try to justify the Israeli collective punishment. You say Gaza's number 15, Gazans voted, so they're all guilty. 16, Gazans cheered for October 7th, so they're all bad and evil. Then move on to D, claims Israel has no choice but to do what it does. 17, they'll hit you with Israel has a right to defend itself. 18, what was Israel supposed to do? 19, was Israel supposed to do nothing? 20, rockets. E, lies and dehumanization of Palestinians. 21, go to Gaza and Palestinians will kill you. 22, terrorism. 23, why don't Palestinians try peace? 24, Palestinians rejected a quote-unquote deal, so now they don't have any legitimate claims. 25, Israelis and the Palestinians fought a war and the Palestinians are just mad they lost. 26, there's no such thing as Palestine. F, portraying Israel as the victim. Number 27, Israel is David versus Eric Goliath. 28, Israel enemies are genocidal for being against the state of Israel. 29, Israel gets treated by unjust or double standard. 30, justifying the legitimacy of Israel as a Jewish state. Or G, justifying the legitimacy, which will be number 30. Israel is the homeland of quote-unquote Israelis and or quote Israelis are native and indigenous to quote Israel. H, claims of anti-Semitism. 31, why focus so much on Israel? Why not focus on others? This is claims of Western anti-Semitism. 32, if Israel is disarmed, they would be massacred. This is claims of Islamic anti-Semitism. I, 33, hostages were taken unprovoked or mistreated. 34, Israel is trying to get hostages. J, claims on the morality of Israel. Israel doesn't target civilians deliberately. 36, Israel hasn't done any atrocities. 37, just a few bad apples. 38, Israel investigates itself. 39, Israel is not doing genocide. Number 40, world's most moral army. K, attempts to deny the reality of the dead. When all else fails, you just deny. Israel lets in food, so there's no famine. 41. Number 42, casualty numbers are changing, so it must be fake or not that bad. 43, Palestinians are playing the victim. 44, Palestinians kill their own and blame Israel to try and get sympathy. 45, quote unquote, Pallywood. All right, so that's just an intro. We'll do the deep dive next. There's the talking points in order. That's how they'll, the step by step, if you will, and then here's the full list once again. And that's just the intro for now.